In this video, I am going to discuss about some more ways of method of separation of different kinds of mixture. So first, I am going to discuss about the separation of liquid-liquid mixture. This we can do by using the separating funnel. Separating funnel is a simple device used to separate the components of a liquid-liquid homogeneous mixture. For example, kerosene oil and water, they are what? Immiscible liquids, means they cannot be mixed with each other as the water and milk can be mixed with each other. So the mixture is placed in a separating funnel and allowed to stand for some time. The components form two clear layers. Water being heavier forms the lower layer and oil being lighter forms the upper layer. When the stopper of the funnel is opened, the heavier liquid trickles out slowly and is collected in a vessel. The stopper is closed when the bottom layer is entirely removed from the funnel. In this way, the two liquids are separated. Next method is fractional distillation. The process of distillation used to separate the components of a homogeneous liquid-liquid mixture on the basis of the difference in their boiling points is called fractional distillation. The difference in their boiling points must be 25 degrees Celsius or more. For example, a mixture of water and alcohol. Alcohol boils at a lower temperature than the water. The vapors of alcohol are collected and cooled while water is left behind in the flask. For the separation of components, a fractionating column is fixed over the distilling flask, so that if water vapors move up along with alcohol, it should condense and come back to the flask. Petrol, kerosene, diesel, etc. are obtained from crude petroleum oil in a similar way. Next is the separation of a gas-liquid mixture. A mixture of gas in liquid can be separated by heating. Dissolved gas escapes from the liquid on heating. For example, drinking water contains air dissolved in it. When it is boiled, air escapes and so the boiled water becomes tasteless. Next is the modern technique. So first is chromatography. Chromatography is one of the latest techniques to separate the colored components of a mixture when all the components are very similar in their properties. The name chromatography means color writing. It is named so because earlier it was used to separate mixtures containing colored components only, but these days this technique is applied to colorless substances too. The process of separating different dissolved constituents of a mixture by their adsorption on an appropriate material is called chromatography. The method is based on the difference in the rates of adsorption of different components on the surface of a suitable adsorbent. Common adsorbents used are filter paper, silica gel, etc. Common solvent used are water, ethyl alcohol, acetic acid, etc. For example, components of ink are separated by this method. Ink is a mixture of different dyes which are separated by chromatography because some of the dyes are less soluble and some are more soluble in a solvent. Now next is the principle involved in chromatography. Chromatography separates the components of a mixture on the basis of differences between two phases, one of which is stationary while the other is mobile. The simplest type of chromatography is paper chromatography. In this method, a special type of paper called chromatographic paper or ordinary filter paper is taken. A line is drawn with the pencil near the bottom edge of the paper. A drop of the mixture is placed on the filter paper above this line. The paper is then dipped in a solvent taken in a beaker so that the line drawn on the paper is above the level of the solvent. The filter paper acts as a stationary phase while the solvent acts as a mobile phase. As the solvent rises on the paper, it takes along with it the drop of the substances. The component of the drop, which is more soluble, rises faster and we see various spots on the filter paper, each indicating a component of the mixture. The paper is then removed from the solvent and dried. Okay. Next is the advantages of the chromatography. So the first, a very small quantity of the substance can be separated. And second, components with very similar physical and chemical properties can be separated. And third, it identifies the different constituents of a mixture. Next is use of chromatography. It can be used to separate number 1, pigments from natural colors, second, drugs from blood, and third, colors in a dye. Next is separation of constituents of the mixture with more than 2 constituents. So the first is we are going to discuss about the sand, sawdust and salt. The mixture is taken in a glass beaker and water is added to it. Salt dissolves in water, forming a salt solution because it is soluble in water. Sawdust being lighter floats on the surface of water, while sand being heavier settles down. Now salt solution along with sawdust is poured slowly on the filter paper fixed in a funnel. Solution passes through the filter paper while sawdust remains on it. Sand is left in the beaker as sediment. The salt solution is evaporated to get salt from water. In this way, all the components get separated. Next is iron filling, sulfur and common salt. To separate the constituents of this mixture, first a magnet is brought near it. Iron fillings get attracted and separated. Now water is added to the mixture. Common salt dissolves in it, leaving behind sulfur. The mixture is filtered. Sulfur collects on the filter paper as residue while salt solution passes through the filter paper as filtrate. It is then evaporated to get salt from water. Clear? So this all is about. Next topic I'll discuss in the next.